Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me or spent your formative years at the mall, then you've come to the right channel. Have you ever gone into your childhood or teenage or adulthood mall and ever wondered, I could have sworn that there was that store there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and go into the history of that mall in your home state. So stay tuned. Every Wednesday, I'll be doing a mall history of the oldest mall in every state in the US. Please subscribe and leave a comment or memory about your time at this mall. Thanks. Severance Center opened in Cleveland Heights in 1963 as the first fully enclosed regional mall in Ohio. The shopping center's namesake, Cleveland industrialist and philanthropist John L. Severance, who was also responsible for Severance Hall and the University Circle, once lived at Longwood, the 125-acre estate that became the mall's site. After John Severance died in 1936, his nephew, Severance Milliken, inherited Longwood and lived on the estate until 1959. But by the early 1950s, Milliken was making plans to redevelop Longwood, and he hired Cleveland's Austin Company to plan a future use for the property, leading to the recommendation for a regional shopping center. The Austin Company ended up acquiring the land and brought in a Seattle-based development firm as a partner on the project. While the decision to build a large mall on the previously undeveloped land caused some controversy, the city eventually gave its assent to the plan. The mansion at Longwood was torn down in 1961, and a groundbreaking ceremony for the mall was held in the winter of 1962. The 136-acre mall site was located 7 miles east of Cleveland's Public Square. Severance Center opened for business in October of 1963. 2 Cleveland-based anchor stores opened for business on August 5, 1963. A 3-level, 257,000 square foot Higbee's, and a 2-level, 150,000 square foot Haley Brothers Company, or Haley's. Higbee's stood at the northeast end of the mall, and Haley's at the southwest. Other tenants at the new mall included Fisher Foods. Severance Center was officially dedicated on October 17, 1963. The $9 million complex encompassed approximately 854,000 leasable square feet on 2 levels. Most retail stores were located along the mall level that stretched between the 2 anchors. There was also a basement floor, which included a bowling alley and 5 office suites. A convenience wing extended from the basement towards the northwest. It housed a Fisher Foods supermarket, Diamond's Deli, as well as a Woolworths, Richmond Brothers, Peck & Peck, and a branch of Society National Bank. These had only exterior entrances onto a lower-level parking area and was not connected into the upper mall-level concourse. In mid-1964, the center housed 52 stores and services, with a total of 73 tenant spaces. Included in the charter tenant list was Grey Drug, Hot Shops Cafeteria, Winkleman's Ladies Wear, Milgram's Ladies Wear, a Sirloin and Saddle Restaurant, and the National Theaters Corporation's Severance Theater. Other mall competitors would open nearby soon after, including Cedar Center Plaza, University Square in 1956, the Richmond Mall in 1966, Randall Park Mall in 1976, good year, and Beechwood Mall in 1978. In 1972, the complex was physically expanded. 9 years later, with a new southwest wing. Formally opened on November 5, 1981, it housed a single-level, 85,000 square foot Gold Circle Discount Mart. On March 27, 1982, Haley's department store closed. In 1984, Gold Circle closed. A $20 million renovation was completed in 1986, and the Gold Circle space, which had been vacated in 1984, was enlarged and Dunham's Sporting Goods would move in. The 14-bay Galaxy Food Court and the National Theaters Corporation's Severance Movies Sixplex was also opened. This new theater, which opened in April 5th, 1986, operated in conjunction with the circa 1965 venue, which had been divided in 1971 and renamed the Severance Movies Twin. With this renovation, the Severance Center housed 103 stores under its roof. Unfortunately, the mall was becoming a haven for crime. In a move to quell its negative perceptions, the Cleveland Heights City Hall, Jail and Court complex relocated to new buildings at the northwest corner of the mall site in 1986. The Civic Center and retail mall became known as the Severance Town Center. This created a vacancy that wasn't filled until August 17, 1989, when the Joseph Horn Company opened a store in the vacated and renovated building. On July 12, 1992, however, Horn's closed. News surfaced about the store's reopening as a second Higbee's location. In actuality, it became part of the Dillard's doubleheader. In August of 1982, Higbee's closed. It would reopen as a Dillard's East, a woman's store, with the old Haley's Horns reopening as Dillard's West, which carried men's, children's, and home merchandise. Less than 3 years later, in June of 1995, Dillard's closed both Severance Center stores. Within months, a plan to redevelop the shopping mall had been formally announced. The abandoned anchor stores were the first structures to be demolished. A single-level, 113,800 square foot Home Depot was built on the old Haley's Horn spot, welcomed its first shoppers on October 29, 1998. A single-level, 126,000 square foot Walmart Supercenter assumed the Higbee spot, opened for business in January of 1999. By this time, the inline store section of the mall had been bulldozed with the convenience wing left standing. It was worked into a 475,000 square foot power plaza that retained the Severance Town Center name. The complex was officially rededicated in late 1999. Its stores and services included a Marshall's, Borders Books, Dave's Supermarket, and a Regal Severance Town Center Stadium 14 megaplex. Chicago-based Syndicated Equities acquired the Severance Town Center in April of 2004. A major vacancy was created on October 15, 2013, when Walmart closed. The cinema shut down in March of 2015, and by this time, the shopping mall was over 40% vacant. It was foreclosed on and sold at a sheriff's auction in November of 2015. The buyer, New York City-based CW Capital Asset Management, bought and flipped the property. Namdar Realty Group assumed ownership in May of 2016. In July of 2017, a tentative redevelopment plan came to light. It would reinvent the struggling retail facility in 3 phases over a period of 15 to 20 years, and add amenities such as an art center, public park, and several entertainment venues. Today, the 900,000 square foot shopping center is anchored by the Home Depot, Dave's Markets, Marshall's, and OfficeMax. Plans are in discussion to develop more than 500 residential units and a 5-acre park on the site. What do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.